If you have ever found out 3 months in that a client wasn't actually willing to do the work, or if you've had a client relationship go sideways because expectations weren't clear, today my team and I will share the tool that solves these problems. Today's episode is a little different. Actually, it's a lot different. Some of my best tools and frameworks are things you really need to get behind and not just hear me describe. So I tasked my team with creating a more lively, more relatable, more conversational format for the podcast. And this is our pilot episode. Over the next 12 months, we're going to walk you through my best tools for building your brand and marketing your services. My team will dig deep into not just what those tools are, but why they work and exactly how to use them. Today, we're starting with something I give my clients the moment they sign, my Client Welcome Kit. This tool is going to change everything if you found that your client's motivation tends to wane partway through their program. Now, I'm going to turn it over to my team to unpack it for you. Over to you guys.
Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into a really fascinating tool today, something called a Client Welcome Kit. And this is not just your standard welcome aboard email. We're talking about a custom kit for clients who are already in. They've signed the contract. They're committed.
Right.
So our mission is to pull out the key parts, the strategic questions that build just a really solid relationship right out of the gate.
And the most crucial thing, the big pro tip, is that it has to be adaptable. Everything in it.
Adaptable to what specifically?
To you, to the specific client, the problem you're solving, and the results you both agreed on. It is not a boilerplate document.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
So what about the logistics of it?
First, limit the number of questions you want them to actually finish it. And second, use a tool like Google Forms.
So you can easily review the data.
Easily review it now, and this is key, compare it to their progress later on.
I love that. So once they've signed, this kit becomes a kind of psychological pivot.
Yeah.
You're moving from just general interest to real commitment.
That's it.
So where do you start? I'm guessing motivation. You need to get past the surface level goal.
It's all about the why, but more than that, it's about the why now.
The urgency.
Precisely. The material digs for that with questions like, what are your root motivations for starting this right now, and what are your specific objectives?
And then there's the big one, the one that really tests them.
Oh, yeah. How committed are you really to these goals? And how many hours a week are you actually willing to put in?
That time commitment question is just brilliant. It's a self-awareness test disguised as a logistics question.
It's a total reality check.
Okay, so once you understand their deep motivation, the next step has to be figuring out what stopped them before, right? Mapping out the obstacles.
Exactly. This is where you get them to do some critical self-examination. The questions here are all about friction.
Looking at the past and the future.
Right. So you ask what obstacles have gotten in your way before, but then you pivot forward and ask something really important.
Which is?
What are you willing to change in yourself, your brand, your business to get this done? And maybe even more important, what are you not willing to change?
Whoa. That's the ultimate friction test right there, the what you won't change part.
That's where you find the non-negotiables. It tells you immediately where the boundaries are, and it can prevent so many headaches down the road.
Misalignment, scope creep, all of it.
All of it. And finally, it asks them to predict their own biggest obstacle. What will be the hardest part for you, and what's your plan to tackle it?
You're making them face the monster before the journey even starts. I love it.
Yeah.
So let's pivot to the practical side. The logistics and the context. You need to know their starting point.
For sure. This part is all about background and, technical feasibility. You check what they've tried before.
So you don't repeat failures.
You got it. What formal efforts have you made, where and when?
Right.
And then you get into the simple tech stuff.
Like how they want to communicate.
Yep. Email, WhatsApp, and what's your computer competence level? Beginner, intermediate, advanced.
So the core value here is pretty clear. This kit ensures you can give the best possible service because you're gathering this deeply personal foundational information.
Exactly. You're turning a simple contract into a real partnership. You front load all the hard conversations.
And on that note of gathering deep information, clients will be sharing very personal details here. Their confidentiality must be protected.
Absolutely. It's a matter of trust.
Which leaves us with a final thought to consider. How does ensuring that high ethical standard of confidentiality inform the actual digital tools and processes you choose for collecting all this critical data? Something to think about as you build your own systems.
All right, team. Great work summarizing the welcome kit. The best way to reaffirm a client's decision to work with you is to give them a quick win right away. And the welcome kit will automatically send them deep enough into self reflection to give them that quick win and also help them stay out of their own way as you work with them to help them achieve their objective. So that's the welcome kit and the new format for the podcast. What'd you think? Here's what I need from you. If you like this conversational style better than my usual solo episodes, just let me know. Email me at melissa@melissamarchand.com or DM me on LinkedIn. Seriously, your feedback is going to shape how we do this for the rest of the year. I'll drop it in the show notes. I'm Melissa Marchand, helping accomplished professionals build consulting businesses they love. If you know someone who could use a better way to onboard their clients, share this episode with them.